What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. Coach Leo here, and in this video I'm going to talk about ashwagandha. I know a lot of people out there, they pushing ashwagandha at it's a magical supplement. It's gonna boost your testosterone, it's gonna make you feel so good, it's gonna build muscle, you're gonna sleep better, your sex drive gonna become better, you're gonna feel more motivated. And yes, it helps for a short period of time, and after that it's going to do the opposite. I'm gonna explain in this video based on my experience and my client's experience, because I've seen it with more than one of my clients, and that's where I start digging deep, searching more, doing my research, and I figured out something I want to share with you. So let's start with my clients. So two of my clients, and this was 2 months ago, before they joined my program, they told me, Coach, we're doing the work, going to the gym, we training hard, eating properly. One of them, he's tracking his macros. One of them, he's eating enough protein and keeping it healthy, recovering properly. They sleeping well, they drinking water. Everything was right. They taking a lot of supplements and they're not seeing any results. They're feeling so tired. They're struggling to sleep. At work, they have no energy level. So I start digging deep inside their program. So I asked them about their supplement plan. And both of them, they taking ashwagandha for 2 months plus. One of them, he's taking it, I remember, for 4 months, and one of them for 2 months. I'm like, okay, there is something wrong here. What we're gonna do now is a blood test. So basically, I always ask my clients who, before they join my program, to do a blood test to check the testosterone level, the liver, the kidney, the thyroid function, all this stuff. But both of them, they don't wanna take steroids. But I just ask all my clients, because even if we're gonna take supplements, we need to check our kidney and liver, and if the testosterone is low, that's going to be our main focus when we first start. Make sense? So what I figured out is both of them, they have low testosterone, and it's not just like low like in a normal range, but it's low, like it's below the average. I'm like, there is something wrong, because to be this low, it either you're taking steroids before and you stop taking steroids, so your test level, like the natural test level in your body, is not working anymore, so that's a problem. Or it's genetics problem. I've seen some people, some of my clients, they have genetic problem where their body don't produce testosterone, and they both are like 20, one of them 25 and one of them 34. So they're young, they're not old, because the older we get, the more our testosterone gonna drop, but not this much. So there is something wrong. So both of them, they are taking ashwagandha, and that's what I figured out. So what I did, first thing I told them, we need to stop ashwagandha. And that's where I start digging deep and seeing what's wrong with ashwagandha. No one is talking about this, and that's surprising. But ashwagandha is a good supplement. It's a good herb that it's gonna help us for 2-3 weeks. But if we take it for more, like for a longer time, it's gonna do the opposite. And like, I'm gonna explain why. So basically, ashwagandha is going to suppress our dopamine levels, and then it's going to raise our cortisol level, and it's going to raise our prolactin level. So all these are hormones that is going to affect our testosterone level. So the more prolactin, the more cortisol level raising in our body, the more our testosterone gonna drop. And that's what ashwagandha do for a long time. And that's what happened to me when I first started going to the gym when I was like 18, 19 years old, before I decided I'm gonna take steroids, I'm gonna take testosterone. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take maca root, ashwagandha, ginseng, stuff that I can't even remember, like all these Chinese herbs. I started taking all this and I felt great. First 1 month, first like 2 months, I felt good. And after that, I start feeling like really tired. I start feeling my sex drive is not good, and I'm 19 years old. I start feeling I'm not feeling good. Even in the gym, I don't have this much energy to push. So I stopped all the supplements. I didn't know back then that it was the ashwagandha. So basically, I stopped everything. Make sure your testosterone level is at least in the normal range. I'm not telling you to go crazy high, but at least in a normal range. So before you start any fitness journey, or if you're already on a fitness journey, you're not seeing results, do your blood test, check your levels. And if you don't know how to work on your test levels to raise it on your own, like naturally or enhanced, get a coach. Ask someone. You know, sometimes you can ask someone for free advice. You know, I'm more than happy to answer anyone who have any question. But basically, you need to make sure your test level is on check. You know, it's there, because if it's not, all your hard work is just going away. Okay, so that's number one. And how to boost your test level, I have a video. I'm gonna put it here. I talked exactly how to boost your test level. I'm gonna give you a small like tips, but make sure you're sleeping enough. Sleep is so important. And when I say sleep, it's not just sleep 7 hours. It's sleeping from 7 p.m. No one gonna sleep at 7 p.m. Last time I slept 7 p.m. I was like 15 years old. But I mean, the earlier you sleep, the more your body is gonna produce GH, growth hormone, testosterone, and that's the right way to sleep. So let's say you sleep 9, 10 p.m. and you wake up at 6 a.m. That's great. But if you're, for example, sleeping at 2 a.m. and you're waking up at 12 p.m., it's not gonna work as much. And make sure you're hydrated. Water is so important. And when I say hydration, it's not just about water. It's about eating enough fruits, so you're having electrolytes, sodium, like salt. Salt is so important. That's why I have everyday ginger, lemon, and salt cup. To be honest, I forgot to have it today. I'm gonna have it now. So that's something gonna hydrate you. Coconut water is so good. And that's basically how you get hydrated. Sun, if there's no sun, have some vitamin D, zinc. These two supplements are good. Make sure you're eating enough fat, like butter, like olive oil, avocado, all this stuff. It's going to boost your hormones. Make sure you cut all junk food. Sugar is the biggest enemy for your hormones. Not just for your hormones, for your health in general. Alcohol, especially beer, soy product, you know, like everything you eat that have high estrogen, like soy, wheat can raise your estrogen too. Avoid all junk food, fried food, seed oil, that's the worst. So avoid this, even smoking, tobacco. There's some studies that say if you're smoking like a proper cigar, like proper tobacco, it's fine. And if you're smoking like vape full of chemicals, even the cigarettes, like if you're buying, like I used to smoke this cheap cigarettes, it have not just tobacco, it have other shit they mix it with, because real tobacco is expensive. So if you want to smoke a proper cigar. But yeah, I would quit smoking. It's a bad habit. And that's where now I know it's the ashwagandha. So taking ashwagandha for a long term, it's gonna affect our hormones in a negative way, where it's not gonna help us. So that's something I wanted to share with you. I did a lot of researches, because before I talk to you guys about anything, I just need to make sure it's right. And sometimes I apply it on myself, on my clients, before I share anything on social media. But basically, that's something you guys need to understand. So if you are already taking ashwagandha or you're thinking to start taking it, think about this. And you can try it on your own. So I'd say if you want to take it for 2 weeks, that's good. And after that, you can stop it for a while and then take it after. Because with every supplement, you should do this. Take it for a while and stop it. But with supplements like vitamin D, with zinc, with magnesium, all this stuff, for me, it's fine. I always take it. But for example, now here we're in Bali, there is always sun, you know, so I don't take vitamin D. So it depends. If you're living in a cold country, yes, you need to take vitamin D. It depends on everyone's lifestyle. Basically, guys, that's it. If you have any question, you can ask me here, or you can hit me on my Instagram. There's a link in the bio. And make sure you subscribe, and let's go.